Hi, I'm Stuart Scanlon.
And I'm Mark Donovan, and this is the Bad Screenplays podcast.
Me and Mark used to write comedy screenplays and TV shows. Unfortunately, we didn't get anywhere.
So we've decided to pick through and review other people's efforts to see where we went wrong and have a laugh along the way.
Yep, in each episode, I'll send Mark a script. He sends one to me, and we read them out totally unseen.
Send your screenplays to us at badscreenplayspodcast@gmail.com. How are you, Stu? Are you? How's January treating you? It's traditionally a month that is not particularly kind to everyone.
I know, right? It's living up to it. I mean, we've really got nothing to complain about. Work has decided to, we're working from home again now, and so this lockdown is it's serious. I'm reading some scary things on the news about how bad this second wave. So you got to stay home, when you can, if you can't work away. So
absolutely. Unless, of course, you've got a job like mine, which it's impossible to work from home.
Right.
So I don't think I've mentioned this. I'm a senior carpenter, work on TV sets and stuff. It's about as close as I'm ever going to get to a TV production. It's definitely not from the writing side. It's from screwing things together. Are
you just leaving your script laying around on the set?
Do you know what? There's actually a guy on the job I'm on now. He's never going to listen to this podcast, so it's fine. Yeah. He's a labourer, and apparently on one of the more recent jobs, he saw Stephen Graham on set and fucking harassed him for a part in the TV programme. Just harassed him. And now it's not normal for construction makers to speak to actors. It's not normal for construction makers to speak to the director. We're not supposed to come into contact with them. We build the set, then we get off, and then all the crew come in and all the rest of it, like the grip and like the lighting guys and all that. Anyway, this guy was just hounded and followed Stephen Graham. He said, "Can I have a part in this? Can I have a part in this?" And Stephen, apparently every time Stephen Graham looked at him, he just got his head down and ran away. He harassed him that much.
Well, he's a proper nice guy, Stephen Graham, isn't he?
I know. I mean, how'd you upset him?
He wouldn't do a Christian Bale and just get off my set.
You and me, seriously, we're fucking done. So yeah, I'm currently working on Peaky Blinders, which is quite fun. But the only way we can build the set is by obviously wearing masks all day, and we're getting tested 3 times a week. Which is insane. But it's literally, I think production companies are going, we can either not make things or make them and just spend thousands and thousands a week on testing. And so far, it seems to be fine. And we're not sharing breaks. We're not like in the canteen together. You bring all your own stuff in. We're working in big spaces, like stages and workshops and stuff, So it's quite easy to stay apart. That's
interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, there's a way to make it work. You've just got to get your head into the new way, I suppose, so it becomes normal.
Definitely. It's very different, though. It doesn't feel normal. It's crazy.
I can't wait to get this vaccine.
I know, man. I know. Crazy days.
Well, until we get a vaccine, I've got a little medicine for you. In the form of a new script.
What we got here? Sleepless in San Angelo. Stu, this doesn't sound anywhere near stupid enough. Sleepless in San Angelo.
Sleepless in San Angelo. Now, I promised you last week a comedy. I was feeling comedic, so I went with my gut, and I think you're going to enjoy this. It made me laugh.
Okay, so let's let escapism commence from the real world, and let's see where we end up. Okay, fade in. Internal master bedroom night. See you on bathroom minute. What's see you? Help me, Stu.
Close up. On
bathroom minute, where we see the face of Josh Robbins, 30s, as he adjusts a full face CPAP mask.
CPAP.
Okay.
You know what that is?
I don't know what that is.
You know that there's guys and girls, who have sleep apnea.
Oh, right. Yes.
So when the throat closes at night, like they go, and then goes, and like a good minute goes by, and then they go, Like, every morning they're waking up feeling like shit.
Just like waking up again.
A CPAP mask is the system they use to like put pressure down the throat. Like it doesn't just let you suck the air in, like it pushes the air in.
I looked into this because I suffered from that really bad for a couple of years. I bought the nose strip that opens up your nose airways.
Oh, I've had those. Oh, actually, they were bought for me. But yes.
I wonder who buy.
Yeah. Same thing.
I had a similar experience. And it turns out I've got this thing called rhinitis, which I just squirt steroids up my nose every day and it's completely cured it, which is great. But I looked into these things and it looks medieval. They're just not. In this day and age, you would have thought to be something more discreet.
Right. Like like if you were to see a Victorian version of a leg cast or something, you go, oh my God, how old is it? The CPAP's is there right now.
Yeah,
like
it does.
They're going to be looking back at the CPAP and going, oh my God, look how it used to look.
Yeah, this big mask attached to like a friggin' oxygen tank or something crazy. That's insane. Okay, so this guy's wearing a full face CPAP mask. If one didn't know better, they think Josh is wearing a Bane supervillain Halloween mask. Bane. Oh man, Bane. I remember I did nothing but Bane impressions, so I felt like 12 months and then just stopped.
That was probably like everyone probably found that really funny at the time.
Like Austin Powers impressions, and you're like, oh my God. Do I make cute? No, you don't.
Groovy.
Get out. Okay, so I've got a feeling Bane's back. Held in place by elastic straps. The mask obscures all of Josh's facial features except his eyes. Even his ears are pinned flat to the side of his head by the straps. At the nose of the mask is a connection for an air hose. Pull back to reveal that the only thing Josh wears, aside from his mask, is a pair of very tighty whities. Tighty whities. As he continues to adjust the mask, Josh glances at a photo in the CPAP manual on the bathroom counter. He deeply inhales and exhales as he tweaks the mask position, checking its seams to ensure there are no air leaks. He's doing it properly, Josh.
Yes, he is.
When Josh is finally satisfied with the mask's position, he playfully scowls into the mirror and mutters to himself, a la Bane, "No one can until I put on the mask." Internal master. I mean, that voice that Tom Hardy did. He just made the wrong decision, didn't he? Let's be honest.
He probably tried out a couple different ones. I like the second one, Tom. You do? Yeah.
I'm going to do it a bit like this. And you're like, whoa. No, this guy's meant to be quite scary.
I'm not going to tell him. Just let him.
Internal. Actually, Tom Hardy's working on Peaky Blinders. I might pull him on this.
Oh, yeah. Go and ask him. Go and show him your impression.
Hey, Tom, come here a minute. Internal master bedroom moments later, wearing his mask, Josh exits the bathroom and enters the adjacent bedroom. His wife Rachel, same age, lies in bed under covers, playing a game on her phone. She's so focused on the game that she doesn't notice Josh. Until Josh. What do you think? Rachel looks up to see Josh standing there wearing his mask and tighty whities. She bursts out laughing. I think you look like the teacher from the Black Lagoon. Don't know what that means.
No.
Teacher from the
Lagoon. She should have just said Bane.
Yeah. She said you look like Bane. Even though almost all of Josh's face is covered, we can still make out the smirk. I like that. That's good writing, that, isn't it?
It is.
That's good writing. Everything Josh says continues to be slightly muffled by his mask.
Yeah, I've found so far it's like there's no fat on these paragraphs between lines. Like it just paints a perfect picture without any fluff or faff.
Yeah, that this is someone who knows what to do. And it's not like dripping in convention. He's not waking up with an alarm clock, our favourite stew.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, and there's that's a really nice line. That I can just see exactly what the writer's intending here.
Right.
Hey, sorry.
Hey, You think I like wearing this thing?
I can't do Bane's voice. I'm only doing it because Dr. Agarwal said the sleep apnea cold could cause me a heart attack.
Besides, it stopped me from snoring. Stop hitting yourself.
Have you seen that oral notes thing where oral notes where they just like put their own voices onto the Dark Knight footage?
I have. It's genius.
Have you seen that? It's so good because like a film where someone's wearing a mask is just perfect to just put your own voice, isn't it? Like
I was watching it and I for the first bit I was like, okay, so what's this? It's just a clip from... Oh no, he's talking about gut health and how important it is to eat a lot of fibre and strawberries and things like that. That's good.
Do you know how to get plenty of fibre in your diet? But I mean, he does like it's lines from Mortal Kombat, isn't it? Where like Batman's fighting Bane, he's like combo breaker. It's so good. It probably lends itself, doesn't it? Anyway,
I'm gonna have to watch that again.
It's really good. Rachel, it's a this isn't a car. Sorry. yeah, like some horrible trance music and like the Batmobile thing. It's really good. I advise people to Google Oral Notes, the Dark Knight version. It's about 7 minutes long. It's really good. You won't regret it. Rachel, then by all means keep it on. Grins. At least one of us will get a good night's sleep. Josh smirks again. Rachel aims her iPhone camera at Josh.
What the hell?
Rachel, come on, just one shot. For Ellen.
Ellen?
Who's Ellen?
It can't mean degenerous, can it?
Ellen DeGeneres. I've read some really bad things about Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Oh,
what if the truth, if what's been written is true, or even a bit of it, then she's not. Yeah.
Let's just assume that it's all true because that's. Funny.
I think that's probably the best thing to do. Yeah, she's what a scumbag.
She just seems horrible, just like an absolute megalomaniac, doesn't she?
Yeah, and then trying to dial it back, like, no, I didn't mean that. As long as they're like exec producers and her were fine, all the crew and everyone else just getting shafted.
Yeah, all the low level sort of minions, like myself on a production who are just there every day doing your job.
Yeah.
Just getting absolutely shit on, like, constantly.
Yeah, and they just hiring a different team. They didn't know what was going on. Yeah, it's bad.
Oh, man. It's really bad. So, this picture's for Ellen, apparently. It probably is for Ellen to send in. There must be, like, a picture.
Someone called Ellen out on that. I remember when it was all going on, I saw on Twitter. It was like, I think it was, like, stupid, like, Zac Efron and Taylor Swift. Zac Efron and hold on. Yeah, Zac Efron and Taylor Swift were on Ellen, and they did some like, Zac can't play guitar, but Taylor's taught him. Hey, should we give it a go, Zac? And all the audience like, woo! Ellen's all grinning and everything, and they just start playing some song, and they just like it's bad to start with, and then it just kicks in. And the two of them are playing guitar, and it's just ripping into Ellen. And her face is just her little face. She's got that permanent fixed smile on her mouth, but her eyes are just fuming.
No way.
Yeah, she's like doesn't know what's like. Keeps looking at the stage manager or something. She's going.
Oh shit!
It's brilliant. I think it was called like Zac and Taylor called out Ellen before this. Like it was. It was quite funny.
No way. So they're going to call her out while she's got an audience in front of her, and she wants the audience to think that she's happy, smiley, nice person.
Exactly.
And so they're gonna do it there, so she can't be a horrible person to the next stage or whatever.
Live on TV. Yep, exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I'll have to Google that. I'll check that out.
Ellen.
Ellen. Oh man. Okay, Rachel. All right, Mr. Sensitive. She goes back to her game as Josh goes over to his side of the bed. The CPAP machine with 3 foot of air hose rests on this nightstand. Josh climbs into bed. He grabs the air hose and connects it to the mask. He takes a deep breath. His eyes suddenly open wide, even more muffled now. Josh.
It's working!
Rachel places her iPhone on her nightstand dismissively. Grace, let's get some sleep now. She turns off the light on her nightstand and rolls over in the opposite direction. Josh turns off his light too, with the air hose running from the CPAP machine on his mask. I wonder what that sounds like. It's just so noisy.
Just listen.
Oh, God, fucking
It's
hell,
like that,
man.
yeah.
That's so loud.
Isn't it?
He lies on his back and carefully gets into position. Stiff as a board. He looks like he's on a torture rack. Hold on a digital clock on the nightstand next to the CPAP machine. It reads 11:25 p.m. Internal master bedroom later. The clock now reads 12:30 a.m. Josh lies in bed in the same position with his eyes wide open. He glances over at Rachel. She's sound asleep. Ironically, she's loudly snoring. Josh gives her a nudge. No response. Another, more aggressive nudge. Josh.
Rachel! Wake up.
She finally opens her eyes. What is it?
I can't sleep.
I think I'm getting closer. Rachel. Neither can I with you shaking me like that. Josh.
I'm sorry, but I can't fall asleep with this thing.
Rachel. So take it off. No more Bane. Josh.
I can't, you know what Dr. Agarwal said. The sleep apnea is serious stuff.
Rachel. Josh, just try it again tomorrow night. You've lived this long without it. One more night's not going to kill you. Josh defiantly shakes his head.
Are you kidding? I can't give up. You think I tell my students to quit if they couldn't do something right first time?
Rachel, whatever. I'm going back to sleep.
Thanks a lot, Rachel. And just so you know, you snore too. Maybe you should get checked for sleep apnea.
Josh ignores him and rolls back over. Internal master bedroom later. The clock now reads 1:20 a.m. Josh still lies in bed, wide awake. Rachel's back to snoring. Long time ago when I was snoring quite loud, the other half, she phoned my phone and left a voicemail of my snoring. And then I woke up to it and I was like, you left me a voicemail? And she was like, oh yeah, and she was playing it dead cool. And I listened to it and I was like, oh my God, what the fuck's this? And she was like, yeah. Yeah, what the fuck's that?
That's you muppet.
Exactly.
We got that done as well, but it was there was an app you put on the phone, and it was a it wouldn't be running all the time, but when it heard a trigger, it would start rolling this app.
Oh, like a baby monitor.
Like a baby monitor, but it was for snoring. So you wake up. I woke up in the morning, went to listen to it, and it was just like that. To start, it was like bits of that, no. And then it went on. It was like No, I don't want to go to school. I don't want to go.
Yeah. Isn't talking during sleep fucking terrifying?
Yeah.
It's really scary, isn't it, when someone's doing it and they're like fully convinced?
Oh, that's brilliant.
It's horrible. I think I've only ever done it once. I did it to my brother Andrew, and it scared the living shit out of him.
Really?
I think we might invite Andrew to be on the podcast soon, actually, so I'm sure he can tell you all about it.
Yeah, he'll tell us more about it. But oh man, it is terrifying. It is scary. I always worry because I used to do a lot of flights for work. I just think just laying back in the seat, you know, you don't know what you're saying at 40,000 feet or whatever.
You just turn to the person next to you and go, hey, sir, I got to be
there's a bomb.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, we did once find out that my brother-in-law sometimes sleeps with his eyes wide open.
Whoa, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We're like, hey, you know, on the sofa. He was on the sofa. We're like, hey, is he all right?
Oh my God, that's horrible.
Eyes are wide open. Oh my God.
Oh my God, that's terrible. Because like, apparently when you die, closing your eyes is like a conscious function. Like you have to, even when you're sleeping, your body's closing your eyes. So you'll rest in position when your body's completely relaxed to have eyes open.
Is it really?
You never really should see a dead body with with closed eyes, unless someone's purposely closed them and they stay or whatever.
Right.
But they should always have their eyes open, so that's terrifying.
Oh my god, yeah. His default position is open.
His corpse. That's really scary. Right. Okay, so internal, master bedroom. Josh opens the medicine cabinet. Inside are several vials of prescription pills. He scans the labels until he finds the one he wants. He grabs it and reads the label. Insert. The prescription is in Rachel's name. It's for Lambian, a fictional Ambien knockoff.
Ambien's like a PM drug, they say in the States. It's like a slight sedative in there, a little just like it'll just knock you out a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
I think they put like Tylenol and there's like Ambien with painkiller, so it just numbs you up, just knocks you out.
Seems fairly common in America, stuff like that, doesn't it? Tranquilizers.
Yeah. Right? Xanax and...
Yeah, of course, yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Mood stabilizers and stuff like that. The label on the back reads, "Warning, this medication may cause complex behaviours while not fully awake." Josh hesitates for a moment, shrugs, opens the vial, takes one of the pills, washing it down with a cup of water. Internal master bedroom later. The digital clock now reads 2:30 a.m. Josh is back in bed, soundly asleep, with the mask attached. Suddenly, his eyes open wide. He has a distant, strange look about him, as previously discussed, as if he's under hypnosis. Wearing his CPAP mask, he climbs out of bed without attaching the hose, but the hose pulls right out of the machine. In a dazed state, Josh doesn't notice. He sleepwalks out of the room. This is great, I love it. External Robin's house street moments later. Still wearing only his tighty whities and CPAP mask, with the air hose dangling in front of him like an elephant's trunk. Josh dazedly heads down the sidewalk. Being that it's very early morning, the streets are empty.
I can see that in my mind's eye.
Absolutely, absolutely. External house, 2 high school girls wearing pyjamas have sneaked out for the house and are sharing a cigarette on the front porch. Girl 1: "You have plans for spring break, yeah?" Girl 2, glum: "My parents want to take us to the Grand Canyon."
Oh.
Girl 2: "Grand Canyon? Fuck that. How about Grand Cayman? That's more like it."
Yeah.
Girl 2: "I'd be down with that." Suddenly, Girl 1 sees something off screen and the shock look registers on her face. "What the fuck?" Girl 2: "Huh?" Girl 1 points at whatever she's looking at. When Girl 2 sees it, the same shock look overcomes her. Their POV: a strange man wearing tighty whities, some sort of weird mask and a hose dangling from it, ambles aimlessly down the sidewalk. Girl 1: "Fucking perv." Girl 2: let's get out of here." They put out the cigarette and rush back inside the house. This is really good. External convenience store slightly later. A 24/7 convenience store, with or without gas station. No, that's direction. The only car parked in front is an old beat-up thing that apparently belongs to the sole employee on duty. Internal convenience store. The cashier clerk, early 20s, stoner type, leans on the counter. He takes a fat hit on a vape pen, as he reads a sci-fi comic book. The front door opens and he looks up. Standing there is a strange man in a strange mask and tighty whities. Coincidentally, the visitor reassembles the creature on the front cover of the cashier's comic book, trunk and all. Makes me think of Back to the Future, that where he's George McFly's into like some mad serial thing.
That's right. He puts the headphones on him and just plays like Van Halen or something, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Ugh," as he wakes up. "Because you will go to the under the sea dance with Lorraine McFly." Oh no, what was the name? Something else back then. It wasn't McFly.
Is Lorraine? Oh no, yeah.
Lorraine, yeah.
Do you know, for such a like huge film that it's embedded in everyone's like psyche and everyone knows, it's a fucking weird film. It's a really weird film, isn't it?
It is.
It's bizarre, you know, like the whole thing about his mum coming onto him. I watched that again recently, and I was like, "That what you wouldn't put that in the film now. That's too weird." But it's just accepted, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she's looking at him going, "He's such a dream."
He's such a dream. It's dead creepy, isn't it?
I know. He's like, "Oh God."
It's terrifying.
Yeah, that's right.
The flabbergasted cashier's eyes pop out of his head. He glances at the front of his comic book and back to Josh, who stares back, gazing at him. being that the cashier is blazed, he's in a deep state of paranoia. Cashier, what do you want? No response. Josh just stares blankly back.
He's fast asleep.
But just staring at the guy who's absolutely baked.
Like something's inherently funny about someone who has no control about what they're doing.
Definitely. Absolutely. Cashier continued. You want food? Is that it? He grabs some Slim Jims from a box on the counter and tosses them at Josh. Still no response. What? No food? You want money? Is that it? We got plenty. He opens the cash register and starts to frantically toss bills of different denominations at Josh. Here, take it all. He keeps tossing bills at Josh, who just stands there staring at him. Internal Robin's kitchen morning. Dressed for work, Rachel sits at a kitchen table. As she drinks a cup of coffee, she watches the local news on TV on the counter. At the moment, the meteorologist delivers the weather report. Josh off screen. Morning, sunshine. Rachel looks up to see Josh standing there, also dressed for work. Satchel slung over his shoulder. He appears bright and refreshed. He goes over and gives Rachel a big kiss. Rachel, wow, you're chippy today. What gives? I don't know, I guess the CPAP machine really works. I had the best night's sleep I can remember. Pleased. Rachel nods at the coffee machine. How about some coffee? Josh, sorry, no time. We've got a staff meeting this morning. I'll grab a cup at school. He gives her another kiss. Josh, love you, baby. Rach, love you too. He leaves. Rachel turns back on the TV. On TV, the weather report is abruptly interrupted by a news anchor with breaking news. News anchor. This just in, 2 high school girls reported seeing a half-naked man early this morning in the St. Rita area. Rachel appears alarmed. St. Rita? News anchor. Apparently, the same man also robbed a local convenience store at approximately 2:45 a.m. The convenience store camera captured the image of this man who was wanted by police. The footage reveals the convenience store opening and a strange man with a mask and tighty whities entering. Rachel, her jaw hits the floor and she sees and immediately recognises Josh. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! The footage continues with the cashier first tossing the Slim Jims and then emptying the cash register and tossing bills at Josh. News anchor. If you recognise this man, please contact San Angelo Police Department immediately at internal master bedroom. Moments later, Rachel rushes into the room. She immediately looks over at the CPAP machine with its hose running to the bed and continuing under the sheet on Josh's side. She pulls back the sheet and the horrified expression comes over her. Her POV. The CPAP mask is still attached to the hose, and underneath the mask are dozens and dozens of bills of different denominations. Oh, that's good. Just then, Rachel's phone rings. She glances at the caller ID and the puzzled expression registers on her face. Nevertheless, she answers it. Hello? Male voiceover with a thick Eastern Indian accent. No, thank you very much. Yeah. Is Mrs. Robbins there? Is Mrs. Robbins there? Rachel, this is his wife. May I help you? Male voiceover. Oh, I'm so sorry. I accidentally dialed his emergency contact number. This is Dr. Agarwal from the Sleep Apnea Centre. Aha. Rachel. Yes, Dr. Agarwal. May I help you? Male voiceover. I was just calling to see how his first night with the CPAP went. Rachel glances over at the bed with the CPAP mask and money strewn all over it. After a moment, Rachel, well, Dr. Agarwal, I guess you could say he slept right through it. Male voiceover, excellent. As I like to say, a night without sleep is like a cupcake without frosting. Sure. I've had plenty of cupcakes without frosting.
Yeah.
Anyway. Rachel, yeah, right. Thank you, Dr. Agarwal. She ends the call, lets out a deep sigh, holds on the CPAP mask as we fade out.
Yes.
The
very
end.
Good. Very good.
Oh man, that was not a bad screenplay.
Wasn't it well written?
That was a good screenplay.
It was very well written. I like that. Yeah, you got it as well. It's great. It's so visual. Like when the girls on the porch look up, oh my God, you can almost see from the porch shot the guy sort of shuffling in with the fucking elephant hose dangling.
Absolutely.
It's great.
Yeah, it's 10 out of 10 for me. That was really, really good. I enjoyed that.
I wear a bay mat so I can't sleep. I walk around in my white undies. I wear a bay mask, yo. I wear a bay mask, yo. I wear a bay mask so I can't sleep. I walk around in my white undies. I wear a bay mask, yo. I wear a bay mask, yo.
Oh yeah, I've got a quick fact for you about Bane from the Dark Knight. Apparently, Tom Hardy is 5'9", which is not very tall at all, and he needed to wear lifts, 3-inch lifts for the duration of filming on that, so he looked like he was dead tall.
Wow, no way.
Crazy. I know.
Or just big shoes.
Just big platform shoes.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was I figured he was at least 6.
No, 5'9". That's not tall at all, is it?
I'm 5'9".
I'm 5'7".
Oh yeah.
And that's, I mean, yeah.
It's only a
I mean,
couple
I don't
inches,
know.
isn't there?
I just assumed actors were all tall, but that's definitely not the case, is it?
No. I watched the movie last night, Tag. It just popped up on Netflix.
I've not seen it.
No, it was good. The cast was like, there's a load of people in it.
Oh, yeah.
Isla Fisher, from Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
John Hamm, Ed Helms from Hangover.
Yeah.
And Jeremy Renner.
Hannibal Buress is in it too. I fucking love Hannibal Buress.
He's so in Bad Neighbours when he's the cop. Do you remember? He's like,
I haven't seen Bad Neighbours,
Do Garfield, and he makes him go, I hate Mondays. I love lasagna.
Have you seen the Eric Andre show?
No.
Oh my god, I'm obsessed with it. It's like
really.
It's like it takes surrealist comedy to the next level, and Eric Andre just interviews people and tries his best to freak out like celebrities. And Hannibal Buress stands behind them, just acting all weird. And he leaned forward once. One of the guests just went, "This is what my real voice sounds like." It's dead weird. It's proper weird. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
The Eric Andre show, that's on my list.
It's fucking batshit crazy, and I love it.
No, I just remember because I was watching I was watching the movie, and it's apparently it was based on a true story. It's very funny. But Jeremy Renner, he's not a tall guy either. He was in the Bourne movie in the Hurt Locker.
Yeah, that's right.
There's this scene at the end where he's getting married, and his like normal height wife is like, she's looking down on the top of his head. Even they didn't even put him on a box for that. You can see it. He's a little fella.
No way. Jeremy Renner is 5'9".
No way. Are you serious?
He's 5'8.898 inches.
Yeah, he's 5'8". That's not that's not you don't go half sizes, Jeremy. Come on.
He's 5'8".
Oh my god, Jeremy Renner in the Hurt Locker, right? How old is Jeremy Renner?
Now?
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner is now 45.
He's 50.
Is he 50?
Yeah, he's 50.
Oh, wow.
He looks good for 50, right?
He looks great. He looks really good. I think he's quite a good actor. I think I don't think I've seen a bad performance.
I saw one.
Right. What was that?
I think it was like a Mission Impossible or something.
Oh, right.
It wasn't bad, but it was just like, okay.
Just not great.
No.
They're my proper guilty pleasure films. I fucking love them Mission Impossible films, you know. I really like them. I don't care. I know they're not fashionable and they're not cool, but I genuinely, not even ironically, I actually really like those films.
What are they up to on that?
I think, what was the last one? I think it's like 6 or 7 or something like that.
Really?
Yeah. And now that I know Tom Cruise I've always known he's a bit of a Fruit Loop. But now that I know these Angry Fruit Loop, I'm even more compelled to watch the next one of those films, the next installment.
The next installment of, what's his name?
Ethan Hunt, I don't know.
Of course, yeah, Ethan. I don't know. Ethan Hunt. That was muscle memory. I don't know. I can't. Oh, man.
Awful, isn't it?
Very good. Very good.
Horrific. So anyway, speaking of action films with fantastic storylines, well-rounded characters, amazing set pieces, and emotive scenes and structures. I've sent you one. I've sent you a script called... I can't even remember what the thing's called. It's called Old Head.
Old Head.
Old Head.
Oh, that sounds cryptic.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. It's just, it'll be one of those after you've read it, you might have to read it a couple of times and think about it just so you know what the storyline is.
Sure. Oh, it's layered.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually, no, it's not.
Old Head.
Okay.
External, street corner, night. Okay. A group of young men stand on the corner talking. Thug 1. Oh, these young men are thugs. Thug 1. Yo. You see that old head? What? What's an old head? An old man?
I don't know, a head.
Okay. You see that old head? I heard he got stash in that house. Okay, so it must be an old man. An older guy in his mid-50s makes his way to his house from the bus stop. Could be Jeremy Renner in 5 years. An old head. Thug 1. We need to hit that shit right now.
I see Mike from Breaking Bad when I read this.
Oh, what? He's Thug 1?
As Old Head.
Oh, as Old Head. Oh, that makes more
old...
sense.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I read it anyway.
Go home, Walter.
He's so good, isn't he?
I love that shit. Oh, I love it. Oh, he's so in control.
You
watch Better Call Saul, right?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I think it's better than Breaking Bad.
It's very good. Oh,
it's
yeah.
Good. It's excellent.
Okay, so we got Mike as Old Head. I like that. Well, we need to hit that shit right now. Thug takes a couple of steps towards the older guy. Andre, the gang leader, intervenes. Andre. Hold up, young blood. Let's be careful about this. Should I do the voice?
Yeah, why not?
Nah. Thug 1. For what? Thug 1 walks over towards the older guy's house. He's not listening to Andre.
Nope.
Out of nowhere, a black Toyota pickup truck with dark tinted windows runs over Thug 1.
Tense.
He's being fumigated.
Yeah. Or like someone smashed the window and they've just put like a bin bag over it.
Vamonos, pest. What's that from?
I don't know, and you're not going to tell me. Is it from Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Older guy turns around and sees the collision. Older guy. Shit. That's Mike. Older guy runs into the house. Andre. What the fuck? Andre and his goons pull out their guns and start to shoot at the truck. The truck passenger points a pistol out of the window, shooting and killing one of the thugs. Oh, they're fighting back? The Toyota drives down a couple blocks down the street from the older guy's house. Oh, this grammar.
It instantly grabbed me where it's like a couple of guys on a street, like a pavement, and then within seconds, someone's been run over and there's a gunfight for no reason. There's no character development. I mean, to be fair, there's no fat on this, but there's no plot, no characters, no story either.
There was a rumour that old man had a stash. Is that right? So that's what started all of this. It wasn't firm intel.
No.
Just an old guy walking home. But yeah, see where it goes. Internal basement, continuous. Older guy runs to the basement. He goes to the bed against the wall and pulls out a treasure chest.
Treasure.
Yar.
Treasure.
Treasure. Oh my god.
Why has he got a treasure chest in his house?
I know. One of those wooden ones with the hinge. The padlock. In the treasure chest, there is a bunch of guns and bullets neatly organised.
So it's just a chest?
I think they're thinking of like, you click the wall and you've got all the guns laid up and...
But it's just a chest, though, isn't it? It's not a treasure chest. It's not got treasure in it.
There's no treasure. The older guy pulls out a shotgun. Then runs back up stair to the front door. He locks the front door. You would have thought he'd done that as soon as he'd gone in.
Yeah.
Internal car. Two gentlemen, Martin in his early 30s and Andrew in his mid-20s, parked the car parallel to the sidewalk. Martin: what the hell was that? Andrew: man, I don't fucking know, but we gotta save Dad. Oh, they're parking up at their dad's house.
So they've already killed someone going to visit their elderly father.
Wait, no, they're not in the car. They were the guys in the black tinted window Toyota pickup truck, weren't they? Were they?
Yeah, the thug stepped out into the street to rob Old Head's house, and then these guys drove down the street and accidentally ran one of them over, and then everyone got the guns out and started firing guns.
And the truck passenger points a pistol out the window and shoots one of the thugs. And then the Toyota drives down a couple of blocks. Oh, I see. Okay. Crystal clear. Man, I don't fucking know, but we gotta save Dad. Martin: he must be in some deep shit. Andrew: right? So, what's the plan? You stay here and watch. Alright, says Martin. Both Martin and Andrew watch their dad's house from inside the vehicle. So the plan was just to both sit there.
It's not really a plan, is it?
Yeah. Oh shit, you see that? What? They surrounded Dad's house. Fuck. External older guy's house, night. It's night time, so they've surrounded it and they're waiting him out. Shit. A group of thugs with bandanas covering their mouths and noses surround the older guy's house. COVID safe, you see?
Yeah. See, you know what I mean? They're not stupid, these guys.
Surround the older guy's house with machine guns in hand. Internal car. Andrew pulls off and speeds through a narrow street to get to their father's house. Once they pull up to the house, Martin aims his pistol out of the window, shooting at the thugs. Martin shoots one thug in the back. He falls to his death. You fall to your death off a... okay.
It's best not to think about it.
I know, it's best. The other thugs began to shoot at the car. Martin ducked. Oh shit, so they're all shooting at the car now. Martin: roll up the window.
That'll stop the bullets.
Hey, there's one thing that stops bullets. It's a glass window.
And the windows were tinted already. Maybe the special tent windows that repel bullets.
Yeah. Andrew rolls up the windon automatically from the driver's side.
The windon.
Spell check, everybody. External older guy's house, night. Still. Andre directs some of the thugs to enter the old guy's house.
I don't think it's a good idea to have a good guy called Andrew and a bad guy called Andre.
That's a very good point.
I don't think that's... Unless it's like King Lear. You got Edgar and Edmund. Maybe this guy's going for a Lear. That's a Shakespearean thing. Maybe he isn't.
Maybe he's not. Martin: shit, they're going in the house. Martin gets out of the car with his pistol in hand, shooting at Andre in his thugs. Andrew reaches in the back seat of the car, grabs his semi-automatic machine gun, and makes his way to the house. Why wouldn't he be using that already?
I don't know. I'm laughing at Martin getting out the car, shooting Andre and his thugs. Like, I wonder what his thugs are.
Right into your thug, yeah. Got me right in the thug. The thug enter the old guy's house and began to search for the older man. Thug 2, you two, upstairs. Two thugs run upstairs with their weapons in hand. Thug 2, you two, search this entire floor. I'll take the basement. Uh-oh, he's down in the basement, isn't he? External older guy's house. Martin continues shoot at Andre while Andre takes cover. Andrew: I'm going in the house. Martin: got it. Andre runs behind the house.
It's confusing, isn't it?
Yeah. Martin chases after him. Andrew enters the house. He shoots the thug standing to his left. The thugs on the right fire at Andrew. Andrew takes cover behind a couch. Second only to the window in its bullet-stopping abilities. He pops out from cover and takes out 2 thugs, one after the other. Internal upstairs, older guy's house. The 2 thugs hear gunshots from downstairs. They both run downstairs. Andrew sees both thugs, shoots and kills them both. Bang, bang, bang!
Is he saying that? Is that like...
Yeah, well, it's written down as dialogue, yeah.
It's like, it does remind me of like kids playing guns and they're all running around going bang, 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 they're all doing that. And then like, and then one of them falls over and then gets up. No, you're dead. It's like, it reads like that for me. Like it's just a child, writing a gunfight.
Yeah, maybe they are all kids. That's the twist. Bang, bang, bang. Shoots rain off from the basement. Dad, says Andrew. Andrew runs down to the basement to see his dad has just shot Thug 2. Come on, Dad. Let's get you out of here. The older guy puts his arm over Andrew's shoulder. Andrew helps his father up the stairs. External older guy's house. Andrew gets his dad to the front porch. Martin! Martin! Andrew runs to the back of the house. He sees Andre dead. Martin is wounded with a shot in the arm. Andrew walks over to Martin. You all right, brother? Yeah, I'm good. How's Dad? He's fine. Come on. Let's get you both out of here. Andrew, Martin and their father get in the shot-up pick truck. Andrew drives off. Police sirens can be heard in the distance. Fade out.
That's the end. That's the end of that.
Bravo.
Oh, man.
Nobody move, there's guns on the floor. And thugs shut up my car. Don't shoot my dad, cause he's not yours to shoot. Don't shoot my dad. Don't shoot my dad.
It's do you know, this is like how I see every single action film made after like 2000.
Where they stopped trying.
Yeah, there's just, I mean, obviously there's a couple of exceptions, obvious exceptions, but the more like ridiculous, silly action film from the 80s, where it was just utterly ludicrous. Guys like with big muscles and, you know, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, we spoke about these guys, and like even Seagal and Van Damme and all that. It's just all gone, hasn't it? You know, I mean, the action films, I think nowadays it's just boring, loud bangs and shooting without any real stakes, and the guns come in too soon, don't they? And so like when someone gets shot with a gun, it doesn't feel like a big occasion or a big incident. And this for me was kind of like instantly everyone just starts shooting at each other and they don't stop until the screenplay's finished.
That's really interesting. I hadn't thought about that, but perhaps the action movie genre, like the classic, it's dead.
Yeah,
there is that was the great era of action movies, action movie stars.
Yeah,
and now everything. You're right. It's muddied, and
I just don't think it exists. And then even when you got films that do quite well, like we were talking about Mission Impossible before, that's a spy film, really, isn't it? It's not action film. It's got some action set pieces. Christopher Nolan turns up with his clever action films every now and then, and they do really well. But they're not action films. One's a spy film, another one's a Batman film, and all that.
Hey, I've got one for you.
Go on.
What about The Equalizer with Denzel?
I've not seen it.
Oh my God. Equalizer and The Equalizer 2. I would say they are modern action movies that are proper good.
really good. But they've got a film star as a lead in those. Like Denzel Washington's just excellent value in everything he's in, isn't he? He's just dead charismatic, and he's just an expert, isn't he?
Oh, he's like one of the best. But you're right. He's not like John Matrix opening the movie carrying 2 oak trees, on his shoulders at the beginning of Commando, and just like grabbing hold of a Boeing fuselage to get on a flight. It's not. He's a cerebral action hero now.
Yeah.
He's thinking his way to success rather than just using pure muscles.
Yeah, and baby oil.
Baby oil. Yeah. Yeah, eyes to see you, McBain. Remember that in The Simpsons? Just like skewers him with a piece of ice. Eyes to see you.
I can still watch all those ridiculous films from the 80s. I'll watch The Equalizer. I even watched one recently that was apparently it's one of the highest grossing films on Netflix. I mean that's a thing that gets thrown around quite regularly nowadays.
Wow.
It was called Extraction. And it was fine, it was quite boring. It was fine. It was more interesting because the whole thing was filmed in India, and there was a lot of really, really high profile Bollywood actors in it.
I saw it. It was
You've seen the film?
Chris Hemsworth.
I thought it was fine. I thought it wasn't particularly great. I don't think it's worth being the highest grossing Netflix film. But again, the best guy in it was the Indian guy. I'm going to find out his name. Apparently he's a proper household name in
Were you not entertained though for the 2-3 hours you watched it? Yeah, me too.
I genuinely was. I genuinely was. His name's Randeep Hooda. I thought he was fantastic. The sort of the Indian special ops guy who's trying to get the kid back. He was fucking brilliant, wasn't he?
He's badass. That was great.
And Chris Hemsworth's quite convincing as someone who's more or less invincible. He looks, more than say Liam Neeson.
Apparently he's proper funny as well, like comedian funny.
Oh really?
I heard the cast of the latest Ghostbusters movie.
Oh yeah.
They were talking about him because he was in it, and they were on the set and they were like, oh, he's so good looking, he's like a great actor, he's a badass action star. And then he just started like cracking jokes with the cast, and they were like, no, you don't get to be funny as well, stop, this isn't fair. He's like, no, it was great. It was all in good humor. Like he was he's a good actor. But you know what, that movie Extraction, it has one of my biggest pet hates with movies.
What's that?
It's when and she knows here, she'll look at me and go, oh, it's going to be one of those, isn't it? And I go, oh. When a movie starts and something big happens, then it goes 1 week before. Like, I hate it. It's so hacky. When, like, not this one, but, like, if something big happens or, something like... You're invested in a character and then something big happens, and right at the beginning of the movie, then it goes 1 month previous. You go, oh, God damn it.
Yeah. You've showed me the end, and I've got to go through all this now. And it's not that effective, and so you didn't really need to put it there in the first place.
Right. Oh, lazy.
It's a proper common thing, isn't it? It's a really common thing in films. It is boring.
I know. I've said Tarantino. I like Tarantino. I know he jumbles up the chronology to great effect.
I think he popularised it. And he sits there, and his films are like sort of like, it's like clockwork. Everything goes together, everything fits together. He goes through it with a fine-tooth comb. With like an action screenplay, I don't think the same thing's been done to one of these. It's like Extraction or something, No. I do think it was okay though. I feel like there was a lot of action films post Gulf War, certainly in the 90s, and definitely post like Iraq War and Afghanistan War, where you would just hear a call to prayer music, and that meant the baddies were going to come on the screen, and you go, oh man. You know what most people associate with a call to prayer is like a nice thing, and then a load of knobheads now see it as like, oh yeah, the baddies are going to get blown up now, and you're like, I don't know, man. I was on top of this building once, and there were 5 different mosques in different areas around the building, and I used to go up there and listen to the
the call would start in one, and they'd try and outdo that one, and they'd try and outdo that one.
Where were you?
In Baghdad.
Wow.
And then I'm up there on the roof, and I'm there for a while. I'm doing some stuff. I put these microphones out because I want to record this.
Oh shit!
I want to get this great sound that you can, and then like the helicopter over the top, and in the distance like clack 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 clack, the fire and stuff. And then I'm setting this up. I'm just sitting there, and it's like right over my head. No. I was like, oh.
Oh shit!
Someone just seen some idiot sit on top of a building. I thought, yeah, I better can hit him.
You're messing. That's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
You never told me that.
No, I never told you that. No.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah, that's funny.
And you're like dead innocently recording this amazing thing that's happening.
Stupid. Dead innocent. Yeah, so stupid.
Oh my god.
Just got to keep your head down below the skyline. You'll be all right.
Shit.
Oh my god.
Man, what a story. That's unreal.
So I don't necessarily associate the glorious call to prayer.
You associate it with nearly getting shot.
Yeah. At least it would have been like the end of The Sopranos. Just blackout.
It would have been black. It would have been black. Nothing happens. Oh man.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. That's a fantastic story to end this episode on.
There we go. More to come in the following episodes. I got plenty of those.
The thing is about you, Stu, you don't sort of go around bragging and then every now and then you pull something like that out your fucking back pocket. Insane. Anyway, that was good. I enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun.
Nice. Yeah, good contrast. Good couple of scripts this week. I think the one you read wins by a country mile. And we'll do our best. I'll do my best to find a decent one for next week. Done the comedy thing. I know you dabble with the idea of a horror. I think I'm going to go horror for next week. I'll see what I can find.
I had to go look around and I found that in the world of amateur screenplays, horror is another word for depressing and murder. And every single one of them ended up with loads of people getting killed for no reason, and it made me feel quite sad. So I stopped reading horror film. I need to find a horror comedy or something that's bad and it doesn't just... I read one where there's also a milkman and the milkman comes home, sees his partner cheating on him and kills his own wife and his own family. And I was like, I don't want to read that. It's not good. No, I don't like that one. That's
written by a milkman.
By a milkman. I couldn't make it funny.
No.
So yeah, good luck.
Oh shit! All right. Well, I hope we can hope for another baby. What was that one? Baby Ghostface. Baby Ghostface.
Oh man,
sure.
I think Baby Ghostface comes around once it's in a blue moon, doesn't it? You're never going to be that lucky again.
Oh dear. All right. Well, have a good week.
You too.
Stay out of trouble and let me know what Tom Hardy thinks of your Bane impression. I
certainly will. I might put some lifts on so I can tower above the man.
There you go. Yeah, just a couple of inches. You'll be taller than him.
Yeah.
All right.
Take care, Stu. See ya. Bye.
Bye.